Hello friends, welcome to Bug's YouTube channel. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We will truly appreciate it. Today is Saturday, May 24th, 2025. We are coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Tonight, Bugs takes an e-bike ride in the tunnels between Interstate 40. These tunnels run alongside I-40. Bugs attempts to reach, enter, and complete a ride inside the Devil Den tunnels. It is dark, and he is not certain what he might encounter. He has some sort of premonition, something that is bothering him that he is unable to explain. What will he find? Ready to start? Let's get it.
Hello. Hello, my friends. How you guys doing? I'm headed southbound on Pennsylvania, approaching Indian School, and it's getting dark. So the sun went down. Looks like a sunset over there on the west side. So today we're gonna do an exploration in a tunnel, the tunnel that I've been in, I've explored before. I really don't know what it's called, but my friend Leroy calls it the Devil's Den. So by the time we reach it, it's probably gonna be dark. Okay, over here we're gonna try to take this arroyo that's by Windrock Center. We're gonna go east on the arroyo. We're supposed to be going west, but that's where the axis is. So we'll see what it looks like once we get down there. We'll be riding this arroyo to my right, soon to my left, because I'm gonna cross this little bridge, and then we'll be going west on the arroyo towards the towards the tunnels. I really don't know if I'm going to encounter anyone. I know that there's those, 3 tunnels that go underneath I-40. And the last time I was there wasn't anybody there. But that was because of the rain. We had heavy rains. But prior to that, when I went through, there was a lot of homeless people. They had 2 of the bridges fully blocked with tents and all kinds of personal belongings. That's the thing with people that live in these tunnels. Their shit is never permanent because of the rain, you know? So whenever it rains, they need to remove everything. Otherwise, the water will take it all. So anyways, we're coming up ahead. We're coming to the ramp to the arroyo. It's just easier just to get the ramp. And it's starting to get dark quick. Although this camera does very well, it's darker than the camera shows. So this is the ramp. And when I come out of the arroyo, it's gonna be very dark over here. And I gotta be careful with some of these holes The last time I almost went down, I had to brake hard because there was a big old crack, very wide. And I didn't see it till the last minute. It was really hard to see. And then in some places, like right here, and I think this is the one, has the, pretty much the pavement kind of broken and sticking up. So it's starting to get dark. So I just gotta be very careful. It's been a while. It's been probably 4 or 5 days since I posted something. I posted the a night ride in the war zone. That was the last one, and it's doing very good. I just couldn't post any content because I was traveling on a business trip, doing I was presenting on a conference in Dodge City, Kansas. I had never been there. And man, let me tell you, I saw some tunnels, but I just didn't have time to explore anything. But I did see some tunnels. But you know, that started giving me ideas that perhaps it's a good idea for me to be traveling, because after a while, you know, I'm doing the same tunnels pretty much. So we're gonna go underneath Pennsylvania on this bridge, this overpass. And over here on this bridge is real low, so I gotta duck down, but I don't see anybody. It usually has a lot of people here. So anyways, I want to duck down. I see a lot of trash, a lot of debris, nobody. A lot of trash, but I don't see anyone. I see a lot of trash over here. So in a little bit, I'm going to be turning on my lights. On my way out, this area is going to be very dark. It's going to be, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get any light from anywhere. So yeah, so we're gonna do the this tunnel. It's kind of scary at night on my bike. See what happens. I'm coming to the bridges. The three, they go underneath I-40 on the westbound lanes, and then it puts me right in the middle. And I can see a little bit of water here, which means that there's probably gonna be water on the main channel. Well, there's like a couple of guys that are jumping in. 3 guys. 4 guys. How you guys doing?
Pretty good yourself?
Pretty good. So I don't know where they're going. So this middle tunnel is pretty clear. Nobody here. I can hear voices, and look at that. Look at all that water. So there's quite a lot of water here. So if there's a lot of water, I'll probably bag it. There is a lot of water. Let me look. Take a closer look. Once I pass this area here, it doesn't get too bad. So I'm just gonna try to get through. Okay. I just gotta be careful with the slippery parts. There used to be a lot of trash here. a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my other light. So I only have one light. Man, that thing was bright. So I just gotta be careful with them with one hand. So here's the other light. And man, these lights are bright. They're opening up everything. There's a lot of water, guys. The current is, and it's kind of spread out, and I can feel my bike slipping. There's that moss underneath. There's a trash bin inside there. Yeah, but then once I get over here, the only place that has water is in the middle, kind of like a stream. So I'm done with the water. So I'll be going east. I got the freeway. Let me turn my phone off. The sound. Okay. So I'll be taking this arroyo all the way east till it ends into the tunnels. And I know that on the video it doesn't look like it's dark, but let me tell you, it's dark. I just brought my camera up a little. These tunnels, the sides are really high, the walls. So I'm not gonna go real fast. Usually I do 25 on this. And right here where the water comes out in this one is slippery. So I need to be careful. I think I'm gonna cross. Here's a grill, shoes. So all the water is coming out through that tunnel over there. So now we don't have no water, which is a good thing. I didn't see any rain clouds. It was kind of cloudy, but no rain clouds. So I don't expect any water. The last time I went in that tunnel, someone posted something about bugs. So I didn't even see it until later. One of the commenters told me, and I went and looked at it, and yep, there it was. So with my light setup, I may turn off my bike light. In fact, I'm gonna turn it off right now. I really don't need it. And it uses a lot of battery. There's been a couple of rides that were far away. I think one of them was like 37 miles. This thing is supposed to go 60 miles in one battery charge. But I really don't think, maybe like downhill with the wind behind me, all the way, maybe. Low gear, I don't know. So we didn't see any signs of homeless people on the tunnels. Even that bridge underneath San Pedro, I didn't see any. There's like a scooter here. One of those rental scooters. Oh. I don't know if someone brought it over here or if the water brought it over here. I don't know. But there's one of those scooters that people can rent. I wonder how many scooters they lose. I've seen like 3 in the tunnels, 3 scooters. There's somebody up ahead sitting. Looks like it might be a girl. Hi. She had a lot of makeup by herself out here. Anyways, I'm gonna take the time to talk about some things, in terms of safety. The only thing I can tell you is I do have a concealed carry, and I do carry not just when I do the tunnels or the war zone, but I carry all the time. And I do have experience with weapons. Let me just put it that way. So I do carry. The only thing, and let me see what's up ahead. I don't think it's a person. I think it's just debris. I don't know what that is. There's somebody up ahead in that tunnel over there. I think he's walking though. I don't know if it's a male or female. But hold on, let me just kind of be quiet while I go by him. He's dragging something. Hello. I don't know what he's dragging. But anyways, I was gonna tell you, but you gotta be careful when you're inside these tunnels, and you have a handgun and you decide to fire a round. It's gonna be, and I don't know, because I tried to read up a little bit on that. But because some people have told me that it'll be so loud in the tunnel that it'll burst your eardrums. There's a lot of debris here. Look at this graffiti. A lot of debris. I don't know if anybody's living here. Just look, yeah, there's like a tent. Nobody on that tunnel, but it's gated on the other side. But someone told me that if you discharge a weapon inside a tunnel, it's gonna be so loud it's gonna burst your eardrums. So that's something to keep in mind. But of course, I don't intend to use it unless I really have to. Imminent last resort kind of situation. It would have to be like a lethal reason, like a deadly situation for me to do that. I also carry chemical spray, pepper mace, and I do have a stunt gun. It's not a taser, but it's a stunt gun that is real powerful. It would really hurt someone. And sometimes I carry it, sometimes I don't. That would be like I would have to be real close to someone, because it doesn't shoot anything. It's just a contact thing with a spark. Here's a tunnel I went into before. I don't know if you guys remember, but that's not the tunnel that I'm targeting tonight. It's starting to get dark more and more. I think the more I travel east on this arroyo, there's gonna be less people that I see. Because to get to this tunnel, to this arroyo, you would have to cross the freeway, and it's very dangerous. The freeway, cars are going 80 miles an hour. So you're not gonna see a lot of people. And these are the 3 tunnels, and I haven't really gone through them, but they have bars at the end. You can see daylight at the end. These go to that park, Los Altos Park, and they remodeled it. They built new things. They built a bike, kind of like little hills for bicycles and skateboards and all kinds of stuff like that. The mayor had a press conference. He was riding his bike, showing off. So on my way back is gonna be very, very dark. So I'm probably gonna be going a little faster on my way back. Right here, I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. I just gotta be careful because when it's dark, and believe me, it's more dark than what the camera shows. So yeah, so this camera, this camera is real good with low light, with night. So it brings it up a lot. If I was to put it on regular, it would be darker. But I have 3 lights. I have, you can see them. I have 1, 2. I turned off my built-in light on the bike, the headlamp. I'm gonna leave it off. And then I have this one here. This one, I need to find a better way to mount it, because I really need this one to point straight that way. This one, these lights tend to be like wider. They're powerful, but they don't go deep, and this one does. But I'll be turning that one on once I enter the tunnel. I'm gonna look for that graffiti I missed on the bugs. I don't know who wrote it. And I can't remember what it says. Something like being afraid or something. Oh shit! I slid, guys. I almost went sideways. So one thing I gotta remember is when I'm going into water like that, I can't be giving it gas. And this bike is pedal assist, so every time I pedal, it powers. So I don't want my tires having power and spinning when you got all that moss underneath. You just want to have it roll. So that's the thing I was going to talk to you guys about. It's just tips. You always want to make sure you have enough lights. I carry extra lights in my backpack. I don't know if there's somebody over here. There's going to be debris. And I can see the tunnels coming up. Anyways, carry extra lights all the time. Let people know where you're gonna be at, so that if something happens and you don't come back, they know where to look for you. For me, it's hard because it's hard to describe where I'm at. So we're getting closer to the tunnel, guys. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous. This tunnel here gives out some really negative vibes. It's hard to explain, but I always feel like somebody's watching me, or that something bad is gonna happen. That kind of shit. In this tunnel here, my friend, I mentioned it the first time I went in this tunnel. My friend Leroy wanted me to give him a promise that I would not go inside this tunnel. But That made me want to go inside even more. So there is some water coming out of the tunnel, which sucks, but it's not a lot. So we'll see. So we're coming to the tunnel right now, guys. I'll get my other light on. I see some debris on this one. I'm gonna go on the left, and then on my way out, I'll be on the one on my right. Because it ends, it goes a long way. And it ends, it gets smaller to the point that it's hard to travel. So there's a lot of weeds, like a lot of branches here. Okay. And it's cold. And I can feel the echo already. All right. Ugh. Okay, let me turn the power down. So I'm gonna be on 3. I'll get this light going, this right here. Okay, and I got good lighting, real bright. So let's go ahead and go. Yeah, this got water. So I don't know what this is here. Trash? Yeah. It's a soda bottle. Yes, I'm gonna try to pay more attention to the writing on the walls, guys. When I came through here, I missed the bugs writing. Totally missed it. I didn't even see it. Okay. So my lights are real bright. I can see a lot. I can see bike trails. So we're gonna try to take it as long as we can take it, or we can't take it anymore because it's gonna get lower. So I haven't seen the bugs riding. I should have came up on it already. Here's that tunnel. There's like a bar leaning on the wall here, guys. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one where I found that devil character thing. I didn't see it. I didn't see the bugs thing. Oh well. Maybe it's up here, up ahead here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Okay. So we're going. But I'm trying to keep an eye on it. At the same time, I don't want to go too slow because this tunnel goes a long way. So there's a lot of debris over here. Like somebody's living here. Yeah. Somebody's asleep in there. They're covered. Okay, guys. I didn't see that bugs riding. Maybe I missed it again. I don't know. So if somebody later on when they review the writings on the wall, let me know if you see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't run over anything. I'm actually getting some good illumination, but there's something up ahead, like someone's staying up ahead. They have the tunnel blocked. See if I can get through. I don't know if I can. Let me see. See if I can get through. Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Nobody here. Anybody here? I'm just passing through, okay? I'm on a bike. They had a tent in there. There's a female voice. Okay. The other thing in terms of safety, always be aware of your surroundings and always be aware, like for me, behind me. You know, anybody sneaking up from behind. The thing with a bike is that, you know, it moves. I have an electric bike, so it moves a little faster than a regular bike. So I tend to go a little faster, like I'm going 5 miles an hour. Doesn't seem like fast, but it's fast for like foot, like I'm foot. That would be like almost running. So, and I haven't seen the bugs anywhere. I mean, I might have passed it. I missed it, I'm sure. So we're still moving. We're still moving. So we did find someone living here. It looked like a female, and she had like a big old tent set up inside that side tunnel. I don't know if the other one has anybody. The other one doesn't have side tunnels. Primarily because pretty much it goes into the other freeway. So that's why it doesn't have any side tunnels on the other one. Look at all these characters here. All the scary characters. Look at this skull here. Let me try to show it to you. See it right there? See this? Can you see him? Okay, moved for a demon slayed for a reason. It's like a mushroom looking thing. That looks like scary, man. And it's already dark, it's already night. Not sure what time it is, but it's gotta be close to 9 o'clock. And I didn't see the bugs. message. Sorry. I looked for it, but I didn't see it, and I can't remember what it looks like. Honestly, look at this little. I don't know what it is. A goblin. Okay, now we're gonna get to the big, large tunnel. The other tunnel's on the right, on my right side here. We'll be going out that way. But for now, we're gonna take this wide tunnel all the way until it gets too small to the point that we can't go any further. And it has water, so. And we're gonna go a little faster on this one. I do have a lot of lights, so it's gonna light up the walls, guys. But I've already gone to this tunnel before. So a lot of this graffiti, I've already shown it. This is one of my favorite tunnels. There's a few others, but for real, this is one of my favorite tunnels. It's so big and there's a lot of cool graffiti, you know. I really like it. What the hell is that? Some kind of a monster looking thing. So we're gonna try to take it all the way until we can't anymore, like I said. So if you're on foot or even on a regular bike, oh look, Snoopy. I love Snoopy. You know, it's also a good idea to be with someone. This way, if something happens, you know, you have someone else in the group. They can go get help or whatever. And, you know, it's always strength in numbers. So one of the things that happens in these tunnels that I always think about is just the opportunists. You know, people think they can get away with something and they'll take advantage and do something thinking they're gonna get away with it because nobody's gonna know. And that's a scary part. So, but when there's two people, it's, oh, look at this, let me look, let me go back. I love this graffiti here. Look at that, see it? Right there? I like it. See, can you guys see it? Let's see if I can get closer. You guys see it? Right. It does have water, so. I may not record on my way back on the tunnel until I get to the other one that I didn't go through. But, or maybe I will, because sometimes, you know, you see things that you miss, that you kind of miss. I always see other different stuff on the other way around that I miss. So maybe I will. I just don't like to post long videos, you know? That's why I like this electric bike, because it moves a little faster than a regular bike. And I can cover more ground, and you know, and I don't have to do a long video that goes a long time. I can't, you know, I mean, I've broken them down before, but if anybody, I think someone might have mentioned it, I forget, but if anybody knows the real name for this tunnel, let me know, or what people call it. And that box could be anywhere, like over here, like it's hard to say where it is, you know? Look at this, like a skeleton. Maybe I'll see it on my way back. But I remember that as soon as I went in, I kind of hit it. So I was thinking maybe it was like as you go in. So that's what I was thinking. You know, this cough hasn't really completely gone away, man. I mean, it's not bad. Sometimes I go hours and hours of no coughing and I feel good. And then sometimes, and I think it's my allergies. I think I'm getting, my runny nose and stuff going into my throat, run off. And I think that's what it is. So here, the water's not as slippery like it is in other places, but mostly when it gets slippery with a moss is when the water is constant all the time, and it gives it time to build moss. Look at that. Oh, let me look at that. And I thought I saw a flash up ahead. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming, guys. Look at that. That's so cool. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming, guys. Person is coming. Person. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Pretty good, thank you. He had this weird stare. He was staring real weird. Don't trust him too much. But my lights are very bright, so when he saw me coming, all he could see was lights for a while. And that's why it's good to have bright lights. Oh shit, I missed that green figure. Because, they don't know what's coming at them, So that's good. The element of surprise, But he had this wild look. And the other thing is I'm good at reading people, and I can tell, if someone is friendly or not. And he didn't have that friendly look, So if I was on foot, it would be a different thing. Okay. So we're gonna speed it up. And he's by himself, so it'd be mano a mano, one-on-one. And I'm gonna fight back. And I'm gonna be brutal. I'm going to fight to the point that I'm going to fight to win, kind of thing. If I'm being attacked, assaulted. So we're still moving. Here's this graffiti on my right. It's pretty badass. I'm trying to see less water as I go in, which is a good thing. I can go a little faster with no water. There's water, but not as much. The tunnel kind of changed dynamics, like design. It's smaller, it's not as big, but it's still big enough. So as the tunnels go on, they get smaller and smaller. And I don't know where this water's coming from, because maybe this tunnel here, there's a small side tunnel on the side. That's where that water's coming from. And then now there's no water. So I can speed it up a little bit. Yeah, so the other thing about being in tunnels, you can see someone coming from a long way. I mean, I saw this guy coming from a long way because my lights were I was getting some reflection, and then I can see, movement. So I think we might be coming to the end, guys. Okay? Coming to the end. So here, the end is, the tunnel gets very small. So I'm gonna put it on 2, and then I'm just gonna monitor the speed on 2. But here is the end. And this tunnel is still big enough so that I can turn it easily. Sometimes I'm in tunnels that are real narrow, and man, it's a bitch to turn my bike around. This round, oh shit, I ran over something. This round tunnel, there's no way you can walk straight up or ride my bike. My bike will fit, but barely by itself. So I won't be able to be on top of it. So now we're gonna go back. I covered some ground, so I can't, that guy doubles back. He's still a long way from me. But I'll probably pass him again. So we'll go a little faster on my way back. Okay. And I did see some tunnels. I did see some graffiti that I kind of passed that I thought it was cool. Excuse me. So I'll try to show them a little bit. Smells bad right there. Okay. So he was eating something. And then the other thing is sound travels a lot. So like I'm talking, and that's why I had to kind of whisper a little bit when he was coming. He doesn't know if it's just me or another bike behind me, because he sees this bright light coming. He knows it's a bike, but once he realizes it's just me, I'm already going by him. So the element of surprise, guys, is always your friend. A couple of things, and I've learned this through my experience in my job. 2 things are your friend. Is going to be time and distance, right? So like he's far away, so that's time. And then to get to me is going to take him a while. And then of course distance, because he's far away. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm getting some bad smell, but I didn't smell it on my way back, on my way in. You can see my tracks. Yeah, I can see his light. He's got a light. He's flashing his light over here. And now he knows I'm by myself. So he's flashing the light over here. And he's got to have a light because it'll be pitch black. So just, you can be afraid of ghosts and the unknown, but humans they're real. They can hurt you. Try to steal your bike, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna prepare myself in case. He's flashing that light over here, guys. So I'm just gonna get ready. I don't trust that dude, to be honest with you. He's standing, he's not moving. And he looks like he's in the same place. So that in itself is concerning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my mace ready. In case I gotta spray him. Yeah, he's in the same place. So I'm gonna have it in my pocket on the right side. And then when I get closer, I'll bring it out and have it ready. Yeah, he's flashing the light over here, and he's not moving. He's in the same place. So I just gotta make sure I'm ready for him. He tries anything. There's been cases where people, bicyclists have been assaulted. So here in the tunnel, having someone else, and now he knows I'm by myself, and he may want my bike, or he may just want to hurt me, you know. So, and I do have a weapon, but I'm not going to discharge. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid discharging my weapon. But but I can assure you, if it's a deadly confrontation, I will not hesitate. You know, I'm going to be a victim and be killed willingly without a fight. Look at this. Pretty cool. I wanted to show you that. So I'm coming ahead, and like I said, he's not moving. He's pretty much in the same place I saw him when I saw him coming in. So he's still over there. And I don't know if you can see the light. I can see it, but you may not be able to see it on the camera because of my camera's real wide angle. But I'll be moving around very quick on this bike. I gotta get those types of pepper sprays, the ones that kind of like stick to your hand. You know, they have a strap and you can just strap them and they're there, ready to go. But the other thing with pepper spray is you gotta be careful with the spray. So I use gel because it doesn't get it all over the place. And you want to spray them in the face. Look at that pumpkin. Look at that. Badass. Iron Man. Yeah, he's still in the same place flashing. He's got a flashlight. He's got a light. So when I saw him from far away, it wasn't really a reflection, it was his light. And you gotta have a light out here, man, because it's dark. Pitch dark. In the daytime, the same. It's gonna be dark. So as I'm getting closer, he's turned his light off. Okay? So I don't see that light anymore. It's most common, but you don't want to make that as the absolute rule. But most of the time, these guys don't have like firearms, but they'll have like blunt instruments, or they'll try to blindside you and hit you, punch you. So those are the kind of things that you want to keep in mind. He's turned off his light. I don't see the light anymore. But I'm moving a lot of ground. I'm getting very close. I smell something. So let me see. Unless he went inside a side tunnel, because I don't see him anymore. He might have gone inside this tunnel right here. Yeah, I think he went inside that side tunnel. The other thing that I noticed through years of going into these tunnels is that sometimes they're more afraid of you, like they're equally as afraid of you as you are of them. And I'll be lying if I told you that I'm not afraid. I mean, I'm mostly concerned, but I'm also, it's good to be afraid, because that puts your guard down. As long as you don't freeze, then you have no business being in these tunnels. Freezing and allowing yourself to become a victim, like in the active shooter thing, you want to fight back, even if you're not armed. You don't want to just sit there, lay there, sit there and just let them shoot you, right? You want to die fighting. And that catches him off guard. He's not expecting that. But he went inside a side tunnel, guys. So that's why I don't see him. I'm gonna take the left tunnel back. But for a long time, he was standing there, shooting the light toward me. So I'm gonna take this tunnel to my left. And of course, we saw that there was someone sleeping on the other side. And it sounded like a female. She was inside a tent. And she seemed friendly. I told her I'm just passing through, and she said, okay. And then I said, I'm on a bike, and then she said, okay. In my experience, for the most part, the females tend to be nice about things. The other thing, and I had an encounter, and I'll mention it, a while back, a long time ago. I went in a tunnel, and actually we went by it. I'll show it to you. There was a guy that was high on meth, and he was extremely paranoid, unpredictable, with him yelling at me and swinging his arms, that kind of thing. And I encountered him inside the tunnel. And then those are people, I mean, you got to be real careful with them because, they're not in their senses, right? So they're extremely dangerous, and you just want to try to avoid him, don't engage him. Get away from the situation as fast as you can. There's a lot of these side tunnels, and you always want to keep or be aware that when you come to them that, someone could be there, So you don't want to slow down too much when you come upon them. You want to keep, you can look, and of course, you want to look there, but you want to keep going. With this bike, I can give it some juice and it'll move. I think this is where the girl is, right here. Yeah. There's a lot of debris right here. And I don't know if the water's the one that brought it. There's like a basketball. Or someone just threw it here. And it's gonna be dark, guys, once I get outside. Very dark. No light. So I'm gonna keep my lights. I may turn my, I have it turned off. My headlamp on my bike. But once I get in the street, I need to turn it on because it has a light in the back. So I can tell, I can't see because it's dark, but I can tell I'm coming to the end because the traffic is louder. The freeway is loud. So I can tell that I'm coming close to it, but I can't see anything because it's dark, right? It's gonna be just dark. You don't see anything. But I'm coming to the end, and when the louder it gets, the closer you are to coming out. for the most part, most of the homeless people that I've had encounters with have been fairly nice, real nice. But I've had some that have been not nice. And I'm coming out. Here's another opening here. And there's more graffiti. You're gonna find most of the graffiti towards the end. There's a lot of graffiti here. Real nice graffiti. I'm not even looking for the bugs anymore. Screw it. And we're out. So I'm gonna keep my my camera filming. I can always edit it. I feel heat from the air. It's warm. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and kind of speed it up a little bit. So I'm on 4. So I'll pick up a little more speed, maybe around 14, 15. I removed my fenders. When I bought this bike, it had fenders on the front and the back. I should have just left the one in the back because when I hit water, it kicks water to the back of me. But I just got tired of having those fenders, and basically what's going on is that they're made out of plastic, so they just flop around, and it was bugging the hell out of me. And I talked to other people that have this bike. They do a lot of off-road riding because this bike is made for it. You know, it's got fat tires, right? So it's made for riding like in the trails and all that kind of thing, on sand. And almost everybody took their fenders off, the front and the back. So I took them off. But the back fender, I think, is more useful than the front fender. So I'm going 10. I feel comfortable on 10. Still moving fast enough. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it. I think I'm done for the night. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bueno, bye.